episode, and we're here live at the Bellagio in our room, a suite, and we're going to talk about the World Series of Poker, whatever that means. We are going to talk about my hand of the week at the World Series of Poker. We're going to talk about my live online play, another great week for Mike Matusow as I continue to roll during this last 4 weeks of poker. We're also going to talk about different things at the World Series, the good, the bad. We're going to talk about up-and-coming events next on the Mouthpiece. Hand of the week, brought to you on the Mouthpiece, comes courtesy of the World Series of Poker, my second event, played at the World Series of Poker this year. It was the $1,500 buy-in, no limit. You started with $3,000 in chips. I had worked my way up to $4,700 in chips. This is how it went down. You tell me next week if you thought I should have got away from the hand. I felt it was an easy hand to get away from. A lot of people thought I was crazy because you don't have many chips. I start the hand off $4,200 in chips. I limp with 2 threes under the gun. Now, I had just won with a set of threes about 2 hands before, so I looked down and saw 2 threes again. I said, well, maybe threes are running good. The guy behind me limps. Now another guy makes it $250. Now, it was a minimum raise. I was pretty sure he had aces at this point, because most of the time these idiots, when they make the small raise after 2 limpers, they might as well just open their hand face up. Next guy behind calls $250. I call $150 more. Next guy calls $150 more. The flop come 3, 8, queen, 2 hearts. I lead 5 1/4. The next limper behind me raises it, makes it $1,600. When he did that, my eyes lit up. I'm like, oh my God, does he have 3 8s? It's a 3 8 queen. Why make it $1,600? He knows the guy behind him's got aces or kings. I'm like, this guy must have 3 8s. And that's my first thought in my mind. Well, now the next guy behind him moves all in. Well, I'm not so worried about him. I still think he's got aces or kings, because I got him covered by $1,700, and I'm really not that worried about him. So now I go into the tank. I have to decide, does the guy in the middle have 3 8s? Does he have possibly the queen, king of hearts? Because there was the 3 8 of hearts on the board. And my conclusion was he probably had the 3 8s, but can I possibly lay this down with only 3,200 chips in a short, trying to get chips in a small buy-in tournament? And I thought and thought and thought. I'm like, wow, this would be a great lay down. I'm like, you only have 500 invested. But I put it in anyhow like an idiot. And he calls, and the other guy calls, and we flip over the hands, and the guy goes, shit, when I turned over my set. And I was like, wow, really? I thought you might have had 3 8s. And right as I said that, he flips over the 3 8s. I said, why do you yell shit? He goes, oh, because I looked at this guy's hand behind me, and he's got 3 queens. So it went 3 8s, 3 3s, 3 queens on the flop. I didn't follow my read. I was left with 200 after the hand, and I went broke the next hand. You tell me, because of the way the action went, if you felt I should have got rid of it next week on the Mouthpiece. I felt I should have. It was close. Oh, well. That's my hand of the week on the Mouthpiece. The World Series of Poker has officially kicked off last Friday. We're 6 days into this fiasco after Rio, which they call a quote-unquote poker tournament. It's a complete disaster down there. It started off on hand number 1 of day number 1 when I looked down and looked at, I don't know what they were. They called them the new and improved peekaboo cards. Peekaboo cards. Peekaboo, I can't fucking see you is what it should have been called, because these cards were a complete absolute joke. They had them changed out within 2 days. To think that somebody in the world can be dumber than me and absolutely approve these cards is a really, really sick thought. It's for more of a sicker thought was the fact that I read a Bluff Magazine article where Phil Gordon actually praises these cards and says how great they are. Phil Gordon, what town are you in? Are you insane? These are literally the worst cards ever put together. You couldn't see the 6 or the 9 apart. You couldn't see the suits apart. And peekaboo, I can't see you on the corners either. The cards were gone. They're out the way. And those were the beginning of a lot of disasters down at the World Series of Poker. They're trying to run 5 tournaments at once. That's right. There's 3, 4, 5 tournaments at once going on. They don't know what town they're in. They can't even run one. It's such a zoo down there that I don't even want to be there. I played 3 tournaments. Everybody goes, Mike, where you been? I go, I don't want to be there. It's crazy. I'm going down tomorrow, though. Going to play some pot limit hold'em, 5,000 buy-in. I'll probably play more tournaments next week. But it's been rough down there. I don't like the way it's run. It's, it's just not the World Series anymore. Changing into another subject of the World Series of Poker. Gouging. Gouging and gouging. 9%, 10% juice on every tournament. 1, 2, 3, 4 tournaments a day. They're raking $1 million a day from us idiots. Us morons. I'm ready to take the pickets and walk the street if anybody wants to walk with me, because this is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Everybody's entitled to make money. Everybody's entitled to make a good living, but to absolutely rape us like they're doing, as they're getting all kinds of sponsor money from Quorum, from Milwaukee Best Light, from Party Poker, and we're taking it up the ass every fucking day. You all know my ass hurt from last week. It fucking hurts even more this week. We talked the negatives about the World Series of Poker. Let's talk positives. Yes, believe it or not, there is positive things going on at the World Series of Poker. What are they? The fuck rule! It's finally been changed! Thank you, God. The fuck rule's been changed to the way it's supposed to be. You are now entitled to look over and say, what the fuck was that? Or, fuck, I took a break. A bad beat. I'm sorry. Or, these fucking cards suck. You can now say that. The only time you get a penalty is when you get pissed off and you say, fuck you, dealer, or you fucking idiot. You cannot fuck at any other person or a dealer or any other person, or you do get a penalty. But you are allowed to say fuck during a sentence or when you take a bad beat, which is how it should be, because we all are adults and there should be nothing against in a game that requires so much emotion of being able to let your emotions out. The fuck rule's been changed. Thank you, Rio. You've done a good job of something. All right, changing the subject a little bit, we're going to talk about me, online poker this week. Now, you wonder, why is Mike Matusow playing online poker during the World Series of Poker? Well, when I've gotten knocked out, which was one time early, and I took the last couple of days off, I've played a lot of online poker, and the games, believe it or not, seem to still be good. We still have Gus, and Gus. And as long as we have Gus, we have Gus. But the games have been good, and I've done well, and I think I've won about $70,000 this week playing online poker. I'm really happy. I've really put together a nice little run of cards and a nice little streak. I feel I'm playing well. I feel like I'm making good decisions, and hopefully it'll keep going well. I'm trying to not play so much online, but next week at the World Series will be a lot of Mike the Mouth. I'm really, 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 really convinced that I'm going to win a tournament here, only because I'm running good and I feel like I'm playing good. I'm playing with a lot of confidence, and I'm looking forward to having a great week. I will be playing the pot limit hold'em tomorrow, 5,000 buy-in. I will also be playing the $2,500 horse on Saturday if I don't do good in the pot limit hold'em. There's also more tournaments all of next week I'll be playing, but either which way. All right, everybody, and in case you haven't heard, also this week, yours truly, Mike the Mouth, has made a $100,000 weight loss bet with Ted Forrest. That's right. Now, for all you out there that didn't just vomit when they saw this stomach, it will not be here very shortly. I bet Ted Forrest that I will be 181 1 year from 2 days ago, which was June 3rd. So June 3rd, 08, I will weigh 181. As right now, I weigh 237. Also call and let me know if you think I can do it. I know I'm going to do it. Anybody that doubts me, that wants to bet more money, if they post it, I will take it. I will be 181 by June 3rd, 08. You can mark that shit down. Now, once again, for all you girls out there that get turned on by this nice stomach, there it is. Okay, everybody, it's my favorite time of the show. Last week was great. This week should be better. The phone calls. Talking to me, Mike the Mouth, and we're ready to hear from you right now. Light them on up. Light the phone calls. Let's go. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike. What's up?
Hi, Mike. How's it going?
Good. We got the Bellagio kind of rig system today, so if you don't hear me so good, it's, we're making do here.
I hear you perfect.
Oh, great. What's going on?
I had a question about Parliament Omaha.
Okay, go ahead.
Some of my
Oh no, they're crazy, man. Pot limit Omaha, I raise, I min raise, I re-raise marginal hands because I'm looking to make them believe I have different hands than I have. Let's just say a guy raises in a cutoff position and he 3 times the blind. I double him with, let's say, a 7, 8, 9, 10 or a 8, 9, 10 queen. Now he's thinking I might have aces. Now it comes ace, king, blank. Now he didn't re-raise me. I know he don't have aces. Now he checks, and I pot bet it. You can pick up a lot of pots that way. I love to come over to re-raise, min raise with like 3, 4, 5, 6. It allows you to give you deception and to represent hands you don't have. And that's what raising in pot limit Omaha is so important. I love raising in pot limit Omaha.
Thanks, Mike. I'm going to try your vitamin water technique tonight.
Oh yeah, vitamin water is the best. All right, well thanks for the call. I appreciate it, man.
All right, thanks for your time.
All right, bye. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike. What can I do for you?
Hey, what's going on, Mike?
Not much. Just sitting here in the Bellagio, this big old fucking piece of shit fucking hotel room.
Yeah, I'll be in Vegas Sunday. I live in Tempe, Arizona right now.
Cool. You ain't gonna like it here, man. It sucks. There's 9 million people at the World Series. I try and stay as far away from there as I can, unless I'm forced to go down.
It can't be any hotter than it is here. So.
That's all right. What can I do for you?
I have a little Omaha high-low question for you.
You got it.
I suck at no-limit hold'em cash games. I started playing Omaha low, and what's your take on playing medium to high cards like 8 to king, suited connected?
All right. Well, it depends what you're playing in. If you're playing in a tournament, never play high cards except for in the first couple levels. If you're playing in a live game, it all depends what position you're in. You can't play like 4 paints, like 10 jack queen king up front, because you don't know if your high cards are live. When you play it in back, like if a guy raises, it goes call, call, you know the low cards are in their hands, so there's a good chance it's going to come high on the flop. So it all depends on position to know what's coming on the flop. By the raising, by who's calling, and if you're watching the game, you're going to know how they play and whether it's going to come high on the flop or it's going to come low. If everybody folds to you on the button and you got 10 jack queen king, I mean, you might as well fold it because it ain't coming high cards on the flop. It's coming low because everybody folded. So that's how you basically that basically lets you know when to play high cards or not.
Right. Yeah. I scooped some really big pots, playing, middle to high cards, and everyone's calling you a donkey or whatever. You got like a raise and 3 callers. You gotta know your, middle to high cards are alive, and you have a good chance for a scoop, and everyone's battling over the.
That's it. I got another call. I gotta get it. Thanks for calling. Hello, welcome to the Mouthpiece. You're on the road at the Bellagio's.
Nice.
No. What do you want? What do you want from me today?
Okay. I am 19, and.
Congratulations. God, I wish I was 19. I am 39. That makes me 19 plus 19 plus 1. Fuck. I'm fucking old. What's up?
What do you recommend for 19-year-olds wanting to play poker?
Don't do it. Go and stay in school and don't do it, man. No, you should play poker just on a part-time basis. And because if you play full-time, once you're in, and if you get out, you can't get out because you're just too used to. You can't work a regular job once you're in poker, and the ups and downs are brutal. And if you're prepared to put up with a life of happiness one day and miserable the next, then jump in. If you're willing to put up with if you have a job and then you just enjoy poker on the side, you'll enjoy the game a lot more than working full time. And I tell everybody this.
Well, I'm 19, so I'm not able to go to any casinos or anything. So I go to a home game.
Yeah. How do you do?
I play 1-2. Trying to build up my bankroll. What bankroll should I get to before I move up to
I don't know. Try and have I like to have 500 big bets, maybe $1,000 when you're playing 1 and 2. Should be enough.
Okay.
All right, I got another call, man. Thanks for the call, and call anytime.
All right, thanks.
You got it.
Bye.
Yes, this is Mike.
This is Mike. Who's this?
Hey, this is Susan from St. Louis. How you doing?
Hi, Susan from St. Louis. How are you?
I'm great. I just want to tell you I'm a big, big fan fan of yours.
I bet you I'm a bigger fan of yours.
Well, I have a couple questions for you.
Go ahead.
I watch you a lot, NBC's Poker After Dark, which I really enjoy. I really love to see you on there.
Okay.
And my first question is, do you enjoy that show? And number two, when you guys get into all the banter that you have, especially like you and Sheiky or Phil Hellmuth, do you honestly get really irritated with those guys?
No. First of all, I love doing the show because I love playing with all them guys. As far as like the banter and having fun, we've played together for so many years, so it's more of us just having fun. It's just like a live poker game, like you would go to a live poker game or a house game and have a lot of fun. The only difference is there's cameras going on, and none of us really pay attention to the cameras, so what you see is what you get, and we have a lot of fun.
Good. Okay. Sometimes I think Phil Hellmuth is kind of like the Darth Vader of poker.
Well, yeah, he kind of is, but he's really a funny, nice guy. He makes us all laugh because he's so stupid and he acts like such an idiot that it's funny. So it's really kind of fun.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for calling, and call me anytime.
Okay. Keep up the good work.
I will. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Welcome to the Mouthpiece. We're on the road. This is Mikey. Are you there? Hello? Hello? Hello, Mouthpiece. This is Mike.
Hello?
Yeah, that's Mike. Hello, this is Mike. Hello?
I got a question for you.
For you, for me, you got it. What can I do for you?
I would like to know, I know you say there's a lot of bad players out there, and I want to know who are the top players are good.
Who's the top players are good in what games? I don't know. Ivy plays great all the time. Daniel plays great half the time. In tournament poker and Hold'em, Hellmuth plays great all the time. In other games, he can't play a lick. It just depends what games you're talking about. And Chip Reese plays great. There's far and few great all-around players, and there's so many players that think they know everything that don't know shit. So it's tough to really compare.
You forgot one.
Who?
Matusow.
Me? Oh, well, everybody knows I'm a fucking superstar. I mean, come on, man. Everybody knows that I fucking know what I'm doing, and I get fucked every day. But that's poker. But I'm doing better, man. Things are good for me, man. I've turned this shit around. I've actually been winning a lot. I mean, I went in the worst. I won more probably in, let's see. It took me a year and a half. I lost like $1.7 million, and I won like $1.2 million back in like 3 weeks. So goes to show you how you don't have to run that good to get back what you lose in like a year and a half. But, you know, that's it. That's poker. I appreciate the call, man.
Thank you.
Call me anytime. Anytime you want. We're on the road at the Bellagio, so you might not be able to hear me so well, but we're trying.
How's the World Series going?
World Series sucks, man. I mean, I've only played like 2 events. There's 80 million people down there. They don't have a fucking clue what they're doing, but, you know, you do it. It is what it is.
Is it more people than last year?
It's ridiculous. It's a fucking joke. But, you know.
Well, that's good for poker, at least.
Yeah, well, they'll be broke. In 2 more weeks, there won't be more people than last year. They're fucking juicing the fuck out of everybody.
I was just going to ask that. Is the rake really...
Well, I don't know. They take 10%. Well, they take 10% out of. Well, I'm going to talk about it in my other segments, so it's going to be of the show today. But let's just say that they got 5 tournaments going at once, and they're well, if you think my ass hurt last week, it's really hurting this week. All right, man, we're gone. See you later, man.
Hopefully things will get better for you, man.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate it. You're a good guy. Call me anytime.
Take care.
Later.
This is the Mouthpiece. You're talking to Mike. What can I do for you?
What's up, Mike?
What up, dude? Who am I talking to?
Huh?
Who is this?
This is Mark.
Mark. Where are you from, Mark?
What's going on, man?
Oh, what's going on? What can I do for you?
How's the series starting off?
Series sucks. I've only played like 3 events, but it's too crowded down there. I try and stay away from there, and I'll be playing tomorrow's tournament, the pot limit, but except for that, I don't know. I was going to play 21 tournaments. It looks like I'm only going to play about 12.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, good luck tomorrow, man.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, what advice do you have?
What's that?
In to some aspiring poker players?
What do I say to inspiring poker players? Manage your bankroll. Don't play too high. Stay in school. Don't drop out. Don't play poker for a living. And enjoy life, and don't do what I do. Basically, do everything opposite of I've done. You'll be all right. I gotta go. I got another call. Take care, my friend.
Good luck tomorrow, mate. You guys.
Thanks, bud.
Yes, man. I can barely hear you.
Well, I guess we're on the rigged version of the call-in stations today because we're at the Hotel of Bellagio doing the show today because our office is over here now because we are doing all kinds of World Series bullshit.
That's what I'm calling you, see how the World Series is going.
Well, I've played 3 tournaments, or 2 or 3, and I got deep in both of them. And I hate it there so much, I try to stay as far away from there as I can. It's a complete lunatic asylum. They don't know what they're doing. It's just, I hate it there. So I'm going to play tomorrow's pot limit hold'em, 5,000. If I don't do good there, it'll be the 2,500 horse the following day. And that's pretty much what's on the agenda. But other than that, I really don't have any clue.
Did they get rid of those cards?
They got rid of the cards, but they need to get rid of everything else because they really don't. They're trying to run like 5 tournaments at once. If they ran one, I don't know if they could run one successfully, let alone 5. But they're trying. I don't know what they're doing. But hey, what can you do? Well, thanks for the call, man. I got another one coming in. What else? You have another question? Anything else?
No, that was it. I just called to see how the series is doing.
Well, when you call next time, next week when you call, I'm going to tell you about one that I won because I'm going to play a lot this week.
Okay, I hope to hear it.
I'm running good, so I really believe I'm going to win one.
Yeah.
Hey.
Give me Goldie text for me if you see him.
You got it, buddy. Later.
Thanks. Bye.
And you, my friend, what is your name?
My name is Mike 2.
Mike 2. I'm Mike 1, you're Mike 2. Nice to meet you, Mike 2.
I'm from the other side of the country, though, in Jersey.
You're in Jersey. Hey, I just happen to have a Jersey girl in the room with me right now.
I had a question I've been wondering about a while, and I've been having trouble getting in touch with any pros about it. Down in Vegas, there, especially around the World Series, you said just now you really don't like going down there. Is it because it's too crowded, or because you walk in the room and you just can't, get people off your shoulder?
Well, it's a combination of all that. When we used to be at the Horseshoe, you lived to go down there because it was like an old-time place, and there wasn't so much media, so much circus, and it was like all the people getting together once a year like a family thing, and it was fun. Now you go down there, and all you feel like is you're getting raped, gouged, fucked, every which way by Harrah's. They got 5 different tournaments going on at once. It's horrendous. They don't know what they're doing. It's a horrible feeling when you walk in the room. Not to mention the fact that I'm famous and I have to run into the back room on every single break. I have my own private back room, me and Phil Helmuth and a couple other people where we go to. But so I never want to say no to anybody for autographs and pics. So and it's really, really tough.
No, that's tough too. I know I've heard on a couple occasions that the players nowadays, especially in the last 2 or 3 years, are just so bad. I mean, like in 8 or better, they don't even know what register and low hand is. Yeah,
well, I played with a guy in a 2 8 or better games the other day. He was trying to play a flush with one in his hand. So give you an idea, But it's just so many people want to be at the World Series of Poker, and I thought the numbers were going to be way, way down this year, and the numbers surprisingly are up. I think I'm not quite sure, but it's hard to tell. There's 5 different tournaments going on at once. It's
I see the room on TV last year, and I'm like, how do you organize something like that?
Well, they don't know what's going on. It's a complete zoo down there, and the camaraderie of the room and the electricity in the air that was there when like Phil was going for his 10th last year, or the year before when Johnny and that electricity's gone because there's 5 more there's 5 tournaments going on at once, and you don't know where your favorite players are even where they're even at, or even if they're there. So that's my opinion there.
Just wanted to know how it was over there. I wish you the best of luck on the pot limit.
Thanks a lot, buddy. Take care.
All right, have a good day.
Bye. You've been watching The Mouthpiece with Mike the Mouth. Make your phone calls next week, 1-800-675-1306. And we'll see you then from the Bellagio during the World Series of Poker. I'm out the door. Later!